President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin today holding their much-anticipated summit.
And President Biden says there were some disagreements, but overall the tone was, quote, positive.
ABC's Karen Travers takes a look at today's events.
Good evening. President Biden says he pushed Vladimir Putin on election interference, human rights, and cybersecurity. But the president said the meetings were positive and declared he did what he came here to do.
First, a handshake. And a chaotic photo op inside an 18th century villa in Geneva. Then President Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin got down to business, meeting behind closed doors for 3 hours. Putin held the first press conference, calling the talks constructive and saying there was no hostility. Asked who won the high-stakes summit, the Russian leader did not bite, saying it wasn't a competition.
On the whole, we spoke the same language.
President Biden getting the last word.
It was important to meet in person, so there can be no mistake about or misrepresentations about what I wanted to communicate. I did what I came to do.
The president saying the tone of the meetings was positive.
Where we disagreed, I disagreed, stated where it was. Where he disagreed, he stated, but it was not done in a hyperbolic atmosphere.
Cybersecurity was a big topic in the wake of recent ransomware attacks that the administration says originated in Russia. Putin today taking no responsibility, but President Biden saying he drew a firm line.
I talked about the proposition that certain critical infrastructure should be off limits to attack, period, by cyber or any other means. I gave them a list.
Asked later what he would do if Putin ignored that, the president issuing a threat.
I pointed out to him we have significant cyber capability, and he knows it.
President Biden said before boarding Air Force One that he felt good about his first overseas trip, but he said time will tell whether his summit with Vladimir Putin was successful. Karen Travers, ABC News, Geneva.